Paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hill catch the breeze and the winter chill. Hey, Barry's is here, and FBI agent and Wolverine. It's the time. It's a free for all Friday. It makes me so happy. Black Season, Spaz Dev, Vester, Drunken Cannon, Burnt Pyromaniac. I like that. Co-op the names. That way I know exactly who it is. S. Pompey, the Spoopster, Cody, Shadow M, Lord Schnitzel. Doing good, pal. Yeah, well, what I'll do is, it's been ages, and I know a lot of you guys really enjoy those since we did a video clip stream, so we'll just incorporate that into Free For All Friday, because really the bizarre stuff we typically watch on the, or this bizarre stuff we usually do on Free For All Friday fits in perfectly well with the videos we usually watch. Look at this, Chad. I did miss a day, Licks. I punked out yesterday. But that wasn't because of fatigue. That was just because of catching up. That's why it's late today. Well, actually, the good news about today is I'm running a little late because we're doing more work on actually setting up, trying to get the van. And it's looking really good. Let a few more notifications go out if they're going to. And I'll be making updates on that for the channel anyway. But for those of you here in the stream, I'll tell you exactly what's going on. We caught a really, really lucky break due to the state of value of used vehicles in the country right now. England food? What I've had, Curtis, is over when we go to Disney in Epcot in the England section, everything in Disney at the individual, or in Epcot at the individual nations is true to the nations. They fly the ingredients over and everything. So I've had the fish and chips there. That's about the extent of it. I love it though. Oh man, those, and I'm not a big fish eater at all. It's a once in a while thing, but I will say this, there I would eat it regularly. It's really, really good. Excuse me. Gabriel says, just finished watching your Invincible reaction. I'm stoked for what's coming. What the that first episode of that show, I mean, everything has been good so far. I'm 2.5 episodes in, but that first episode at the end, talk about your ultimate what the fuck moments. Jesus. And you're just sitting there watching it like, why is this happening? I'll tell you, Moslin, now after the 24-hour stream, physically holding up better than I thought. I was supposed to medicate the knuckles and stuff. I forgot to. Hopefully they don't get infected. I told you guys yesterday, when I got up, I could close my hands to about here, especially the right one, because you know the left one, my left shoulder's injured, so it didn't pound into the bag as hard as my right one did. They were so swollen they'd close about here, but the swelling's gone right down now. But as far as sleepiness, yesterday I was sleepier than I was at the end of the stream. Yesterday was a rough day, shaking the cobwebs. Andu says, "Sup, my wigga? How's your day going, Balmain? It's going really good." Oh, you're talking about discrimination against the disabled, talking about the video I just posted? I had to just laugh at that one. Now, of course, part of that's my fault for not knowing that they won't post a video that's over 24 hours, because we could have easily ended it at 23:58 or 23:59. I just didn't know. But but to demonetize a quote-unquote video that you're not going to post anyway, I mean, it just tells you that the system goes through, and you know there were just lines and lines of text in the description of that video because I wanted everybody to understand exactly what was going on. So it found a word in there that triggered its little toggle switch, and it said, okay, demonetize. I mean, the system is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Let's see. Lud says, when you see what Omni-Man did to the Flaxons, you really start to think that maybe Batman wasn't so crazy about Superman turning bad. Yeah, no shit, Lud. Rick says, so I was thinking, since Susan disabled monetization on the charity stream, do you think we could sue YouTube for ableism? Oh, man. Could you imagine something like that? just especially Google/YouTube, who want to be known as the most politically correct organization in the world, even the hint of a of something like that would make their tiny little nuts shrivel right back up into their body. Did you ever get the final number from the super chats after Susan took her ungodly amount? Good question. Excellent question. Hold on, I'll look right now, Berries. I don't. We might have to go one more day. That's a good question. Let me look, and if I did, I'll tell you guys. And it'll be in the video because I'm going to give you guys a video update. But I honestly, I was doing so much today, I forgot to look. Where the hell am I here? Analytics. I don't know if it'll all be in yet. Let's see, that stream ended on the 8th. Okay. Should be here. All right, now wait, I got to be able to find that link that breaks it down. And they God damn it, they oh, what a surprise. They changed how this all works again. Isn't that a shocker? Oh, here. Maybe it's in, yes, there it is. Okay, so we want revenue sources. So it looks like my transaction revenue for the 6th, or no, we ended on the 7th, I'm sorry, was 782.78, and on the 7th 569. So let's see, that's 12, 13, 1352. Looks like about 1352, guys. Yep, about 1352. Thanks for bringing that up. I would have gotten to look today. Now I'll be in the coming days. I'll be making updates not only on exactly what we took in, and yeah, I gotta wait another day for that too, because I told you guys I closed down the GoFundMe because I don't want any more people donating, since we've been able to work something out that is just, and I'll give you guys the details on that too right now. But I am still a little laggy. You're gonna have to forgive me. I completely vapor locked. Jesus Christ, I completely vapor locked in the middle of that sentence. I tell you, that 24 hours staying awake, it's not nearly, as far as your mind goes, it's not nearly as tough during as it is in the couple days prior. It's really hard to get oriented again. But I'll remember what I was going to say. Rob says, you did the right thing. 24 hours means success. 23 hours, 59 minutes means failure. We all win. Yeah. Now, God damn it, what the hell was I just saying? Courtesy X, it stopped working. Yeah, Johnny, well put. I can't think of where I was going with that train of thought. Going full Biden, I did too. Like, at least I've got an excuse. I don't think Biden stays up for 24 hours punching Bob, but he might, and then not know it. I've got to come up. Well, I'll think of it as we go. Now, I'll give you guys, now again, I'm going to make update videos, so you'll get all these details anyway. Oh, I do remember what I was going to say. I closed down the GoFundMe because, again, I didn't want any more donations to come in, because it looks like we're going to be able to get it to work as is. And after I closed the GoFundMe doesn't allow me to see any of the stats anymore. So they send, as the donations come in, as they clear, they send them to me daily. So in a day or so, I'll have that total too, because their posted total that was my share was like it was either high 3,300 or low 3,400. But I'll be able to give you guys the exact number, because again, they send it to my bank account. So it'll take like 2 more days, I would assume, for everything to clear, and then I should be able to tell you guys exactly to the dot what that brought in. Now, as far as the van, no, I'm on live chat. Barry's, why did I miss something? Biden doesn't stay up for 2 hours, Lick says. No, I'm on live chat. We should title the JW Susan's ableism is unaccepted. Yeah, Johnny. Okay, here's what happened. This was a huge shocker. Now, I told you guys, the only reason we did that stream was a case of bad timing because, especially over at the Goosh and here at the YouTube channel, you guys support me so much. We do fine monetarily. I mean, we have extra expenses because of having a disabled child? Yeah, but we do fine. But because we had made the decision to stay here, I have to start fixing this 1860 built house. So I've been putting thousands of dollars into repairs on the house, and I had taken out a loan towards it. Now, on that loan, I didn't want to go through the whole thing with escrow with the house and everything, so I just put our van because we figured the van's getting the lift put in it. We're going to be keeping that for years anyway. So I just wanted to have something that was tangible on it. So sure enough, now we can't do it. Now that's on the note. Well, I've been paying that one back for a little while, so I looked it up, and the amount I still owed was $16,200. And I was like, shit, I don't think the van's worth quite that, so it's a little upside down. I looked it up on Kelley Blue Book, and Kelley Blue Book said my van would be worth low end 13.8, high end 14.9. So even high end, I was out of the ballpark. So it's like, okay, now that's another 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 I got to take care of before I could even start to think about getting a down payment, because the vans, the Chrysler vans, Pacificas that we need for the ramp are much more expensive. So I went through CarMax because I've had some friends who had really good interactions with them, really good experiences with them. I started talking to them. I looked through their list. They had more of those Pacificas available than anybody I could find. I went through the whole process. I've sent them all the pictures, did the whole thing. Now, Kelley's Blue Book has my van at tops a little under $15,000. They offered $17,400 for it. I was like, what? And come to find out, what it is because there's such a dearth of used cars available in America right now. And actually, it worked to my favor that my Grand Caravan that I'm trading is a lower level, costs less than do those Chryslers, because people are looking for reasonably priced used cars everywhere, and that's shot the price up dramatically. So if I had done this a few months ago, I probably would have only gotten maybe $14,500 for my van. Now I got $17,400. So that came out ahead. So now between the two, I'm probably going to come up a little short of $5,000. I'm figuring it's probably going to be $4,700, but I'll give you guys the exact numbers. So I said, okay, great. I can put in some too, and I can go $5,000 for a down payment. Hopefully have that difference in what I owe on the van and what they're willing to give me, and that will make the payments not as nearly as bad as I thought they were going to be. So as it stands right now, supposedly all this has gone through. The van we found is in Virginia. They're in the process, just a little while ago, I was talking with a lady. They're in the process of having it sent up here. Fingers crossed, if everything goes as it should, we should be able to get into the van. And even at that, the payments aren't going to be extraneously over what my payments were already. I mean, they're going to be more, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as I thought. So, yeah, Carvana is very similar to CarMax. Aren't they actually owned by the same one, Rob? Or are they competitors? I thought one of them bought the other out. Some creepy homeless dude at the bus stop told me he had to fact to release the demons. Well, get the hell away from him then, Pedro. It's not even the sticky stuff you got to worry about. It's the goddamn demons he's releasing. Oh, we'll be doing a joke stream soon, Sync. Very soon. I love the joke streams. Very soon. I'm getting there, Rover. Like I say, I'm still a little fuzzy, but I was a little fuzzy beforehand too. So. Curtis, is what you're telling us is that we pay better than your pension, Social Security, and retirement? Well, I don't draw Social Security yet, Barry's. But pension and retirement fund, yeah, the same thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it weren't for you guys and your support here and at the Goosh, I would still be working. I would take my retirement that I have, but I would work on top of that. Johnny says, if Biden stayed up for 24 hours throwing 14K punches at Century Bob, I had more respect for him. Yeah, me too. Cheap jump scare. He says, do the Suns win the NBA title or do the Bucks come back? You know how bad I want my Bucks to win. See, when the Bucks went down 2-0 to the Nets, I wasn't overly concerned because I watched the games. The Bucks just didn't play well. It's like they won't do that for 4 games straight, and they didn't. The problem with the Suns games were the Bucks didn't play that terrible. The Suns are just beating their asses right now, and Giannis played great. So they got to come up with something. I don't know. Again, you can't expect the Suns to shoot like they did last night. I mean, that was ridiculous, the number of threes they were dropping from everywhere. But, yeah, it's going to be rough. Aiden says, have you tried the new Burger King chicken sandwich? It's out of this world, in my opinion. Has won the fast food chicken sandwich world. Really? No, I haven't tried that, Aiden, just because I think I've told you guys I love the grilled chicken sandwich at Burger King. And it's one of the few good for me things that I will eat. So when I go there, I usually get that. You got a notification, Rosa? Susan, sorry, she didn't mean to. Can I do a Thanos impression, Mr. Hamster? I am fucking Thanos. I'm Caucasian Thanos. The impression is my face. So you're telling us that we help with an early retirement? Well, in a sense, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love what I do. But I don't know if you call it retired when you factor in that. And again, this isn't a complaint. This is just a description of my life. I get up 5:30 every single day. Holidays, Saturdays, Sundays, doesn't matter. Because I have certain things I want accomplished for the Goosh and for the channel. And I have to be up that early to fit it all in. Along with, familial requirements and stuff. So I wouldn't say that I'm in full retirement because I do have something that I do that takes up the big hunks of my time. It's just that if it weren't for you guys, I would be doing something else and something that clearly isn't nearly as much fun. Yeah, gone. You're 100% right. The Suns are just a bad matchup for them. With the injuries, the Bucks might have... Yeah, and the Bucks have proven in the playoffs already they can come from 2-0 down. I mean, one win and you're right back into it. You're right there again. So it's certainly not out of the question, but they gotta come up with some sort of solutions here. Pedro says Lopez is a waste of height sometimes from Milwaukee, missing tip-ins. Suns have deeper bench than Bucks. Yeah, definitely deeper bench. Hopefully Middleton and Holiday go off at home instead of relying on Giannis so much. Agreed on all counts, Pedro. Yeah, I like Brook Lopez a lot. But sometimes he's a little frustrating. It's like, dude, you're a big guy. And we appreciate the fact you're a big guy that can drop a 3 too. But when you get inside, play like a big guy. Get in there and fight. He's not only tall, he's thick. He's a big boy. And he doesn't always play like it. Hey, Solaris. Rosa says, talking about sports. Being a football fan in the USA where we love American football is a pain. Our men's team's accomplishments can be listed on one hand. At least our women's team is good. Yeah, we had, for a few years there, Rosa, we had a pretty good run with the men's team, and I don't even follow it that close. But I remember we had a pretty good run, but now, yeah, it's gone by the wayside. McGregor or Dustin in what round? I think McGregor wins this one. Chief Jones. I'm not even necessarily rooting for him. You're asking for my prediction. I'm thinking McGregor in the second. I don't think Poirier will be able to land the blows he did last time with McGregor having that tape and having that experience with him. I actually am a fan of both guys, so it doesn't matter to me who wins, but my prediction is it'll be McGregor. Sink says, Curtis, I must know, did you enjoy my jokes joke stream I attended, or should I try a different humor pool? Everything. Hey, I love jokes. I've told the guys that. Everything is welcome. I like jokes from every variety. I'm not an easily offended type. Barry says, being a huge basketball fan, the Bucks' issue is that Drew Holiday is no matchup for Chris Paul. Paul wins that battle any day. True. And Holiday's just too inconsistent. And I like him. I like Holiday, but facts are facts. He's extremely inconsistent, and Chris Paul is not. Chris Paul is going to come knock it down for you pretty much every night, and Holiday is very, very hit and miss. Yeah, Ayton is a tenacious rebounder. Rosa says we got beat by 22-year-old Belgians in the World Cup. I mean, I know that right now they're the best players in the world, but they weren't at that level yet during the World Cup. Yeah, just a little bit I know about it, Rosa. It's pretty bleak for our men's side. And even though it's gotten much bigger here in the U.S., of course, I don't believe ever soccer will be the big sport in America as it is in so many other parts of the world. I just don't see it happening. We're too ingrained with football and basketball and baseball. I mean, soccer will always have its place, but the typical elite athletes in America are not necessarily going to play soccer as they would in the other nations. Garrison says Filthy Frank should come back. I obviously I'd be for that. I love Filthy Frank, but I understand and respect why he had to go. So towards that end, I understand it. Austin says, "Are you black?" I don't. I've got a pretty good tan working, but I'd say that's still several shades lighter than black. Oh, no, Dragon of Hatred says you got a white noise machine. Is that what I'm hearing? No, it's an air conditioner. There are just some days, I know I hate having that in the background for you guys, but there are some days, and the humidity has been unusual for upstate New York. The humidity is just too much today. Who says check your pants? Yeah, well, stereotypes are any cool. I am clearly not black. Big Green says I sometimes forget America even has a soccer team. Easy to do, pal. Look says, speaking of football, at the end of the 24-hour stream, England beat Denmark, and we got the winning score the moment you were finished beating on Bob. Really? I like to think that was your doing, so thanks. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could be part of the effort. Yeah, New York pretty moist right now. Well, down in the city, Brax is down in the city right now with his girlfriend, and the remnants of that storm that came through Florida are there right now. I believe, isn't it? If not, it just came through. It looks like they might have better weather tomorrow because they want to go out and do stuff. So I'm hoping it gets better for them. You know what, guys? And this is my fault. I should have realized we have such a good time talking on Free for All Fridays. I'm gonna have to put off the vid clip streams again. I apologize for titling it this way, but I want to have a good long time because you guys had tons of clips to put in, and I've only got about an hour left I can stream, and I just get so swept up in talking with you guys and everything that we'll have to put it off till another stream. I apologize for that. There's going to be some changes around here. I've been thinking about it, and I know you guys understand. YouTube pisses me off so much. You're going to see a lot more videos here at the channel. A lot more videos. Well, plus I enjoy sharing the stuff with you guys in my personal life. And goofy things. I'm thinking of one of the projects I have to do that I've talked about with help making repairs to my house is I have to replace all the tiles in the kitchen. And plumbing and electrical, I'm pretty good at. When it's anything carpentry related as that, I'm kind of the shits. So I plan on having a camera running for a lot of that, and I'm going to be posting videos and possibly live streams of me working on my ceiling. There's going to be a lot of stuff like that because anything else you post here, Susan has issues with anymore, and I'm getting sick of it. And I'm going to start doing some regular streams or regular videos where I'm just going to talk to people and explain to them why I've moved so much stuff to the Goosh. And I completely understand, and I apologize for those who can't be a part of it over there. But that's where I like continuing to grow the community. There will always be tons and tons and tons of entertainment over there at the $1 level. And I know $1 a month doesn't mean much of anything to anybody. It's just some people can't join the Patreon depending on location or whatever. But I'm just going to have to push it more and more that way. Because I'm sure you guys can understand the frustration just with things like this. Not that it hurt anything, it's just the issue of being on YouTube. You're demonetizing videos that you're not willing to publish. I'm just stunned by this platform. We'll always be streaming here, but I think I'm also going to pick up streaming over at the Goosh as well. But we will always be streaming here. This is where Free for All Fridays will always be. This is where gaming streams will always be. I won't move them to the Goosh, but there will be other things going there. Freddie says, been in a coma for a few days. I thought the stream was only 24 hours. No, 24 days. Wolfpaw says, would you ever stream on Twitch? Don't like Twitch. I have a Twitch account, have streamed there. Don't care for it. If there's anything I think that as far as the management is worse than YouTube, it's Twitch's management. I don't like them. Let's see. Stormstar says, I can't cope with this anymore. Football, soccer talks. Anyone else thinks it's coming home to me, there will be an adequate response. Hey, Em. Now that's a great M quote right here. I'm glad we're back to our regular streaming. I don't have to be nice to people anymore. And I appreciate the fact that you guys were so nice to everybody when we had a different type of crew stopping through with that stream. Barry says, I'd love to watch you put up roof tiles and watch them fall and break on your head. Yeah, that's what this channel is going to be moving a lot towards. But there will always be the other stuff, and I want to, I would love to build the Goosh into not only a larger community where we'll do some reaction videos and stuff like that, and have a lot of live streams would be on a different service. But also, I'd like to build, since it's all about anime there, our anime community even bigger. I'm thinking about making some videos that I would post here and reference over to the Goosh of anime for beginners. That take people through the steps that I went through when you guys were bringing me into it, like understanding why a character's nose spurts blood as soon as titties show up, and all the things that you guys had to explain to me. So we might be doing a series like that. I plan on getting the community tab, which I've always neglected over there at the Goosh, more involved with everything. We have extremely knowledgeable people in manga and anime over there, such as Chrome, that I want to be able to set up more and more opportunities for them to display that knowledge for people. Wix is saying, what are we talking about? Bizarro World or something? Aw, yeah, M is nice, Green is skinny, Jack isn't a prick, and Wolfie isn't cringe. You guys are funny. True manga scholars, yeah, Dylan. Chrome definitely is. Chrome knows her shit when it comes to manga. We have a bunch of people here that are really, really manga knowledgeable. And then, of course, we got Philip here, who is an absolute genius when it comes to history. And I think trivia in general. Philip has I haven't seen Philip yet today. Philip has a really wide base of knowledge that he walks around with every day. I do not. No, where it says sex must be dangerous in Japan, so much blood loss. Because I remember you guys having to explain it to me. It was in when we were watching Dragon Ball clips. I saw the one, it was the real early one. Oh, with Roshi and Bulma. And his nose starts spewing blood. And I remember looking at, because, I mean, when I make videos, I look at the camera and I feel like I'm talking to you guys. And I remember looking at you guys and going, why is this fucking old man's nose bleeding? And you guys had to come in and explain that that's an anime thing. Luke says, I contribute with my vast knowledge of porn whenever I'm not distracted. I get you, brother. Jack says, I like to think I treat people as they deserve rather than prick, but it's interchangeable. Barry says, and then there's me, the professional Boruto hater. You got a couple comrades here, though, for that, Barry's. We've got a few people that just despise it. And, hold on a second, let me see. And it's fun because this is what I love about that community element, how we do all get to know each other and the things that we like, dislike. For instance, I won't say this person's screen name, but this person will know exactly who I'm aiming this at when I say, I really like that anime, that really long anime that stars Jimmy. That's awesome. Jimmy's an awesome character. Any of you who don't like Jimmy, I mean, just don't know anime. Now let the delay catch up, and this person is in here, and you'll see what this person thinks about about that statement. I won't say their screen names, but their pick says. And that's what Chrome says. Oh, are they green in German? There it is. There's Big Green. Curtis, shut the fuck up. Ah, that's good. I just and I completely get it, and I haven't even seen that series, but I completely get where Big Green's coming from, because when they do stuff like that to the characters, it's just so infuriating when you love those characters. It's like the hammer in One Piece. It just, come on, don't bother. Mankale says, no need to explain. We know boobs and butts. Pedro says, good sub-communities do exist on Twitch, but compared to YouTube that places a dumpster fire of toxic people and some drama they get involved, it's disturbing. So I spend way more time on YouTube. Yeah, Pedro, I don't like the way Twitch's management runs things at all. I mean, YouTube is the shits a lot of times, but they seem to be the shits across the board. I don't like when the management has certain people or certain people that present certain content as their favorites and give a fuck you to the others, and that's Twitch. Chrome says, currently reading through Skip Beat, Shield Hero, and the Slime Reincarnation spin-off. Spin-off set in Tempest during when they were attacked. Well, I do have like 500 plus manga volumes and growing. That's what I mean. We've got experts, and I don't think we explore that enough, because I post the videos at the Goosh, but I want to sit down and really, maybe we can turn that into an all-encompassing kind of anime society. And it wouldn't be with just me at the centerpiece, because again, I don't have the knowledge that Chrome has or a lot of you other guys have. And it just seems like it'd be something fun, and it'd be on a platform where, and it's not just me, it's all YouTubers. I don't mean to think like I'm the only one being singled out, where you're not constantly having to deal with bullshit like you do here. Big Green says, I hate when they force kids the shit out of great anime. Okay, I get you. I do. And it's funny, but you guys know how bad my memory is. But it is to me, it's a testament to how important this community is to me. Because under normal day-to-day circumstances, I wouldn't remember that, Big Green having, or whoever the person was having an issue with that character. But all of this is so important to me and so fun to me. And I remember Big Green being so pissed off. And it's like, I get it. I understand it. I've watched enough anime, not that specific character, but Chrome likes to torture me with that too, with the 4Kids One Piece clips. I've grown to love One Piece so much. You see what 4Kids did to it. And I understand the concept and everything. They're trying to make it kid-friendly, whatever. Just don't, though. I love those characters. And seeing that idiocy brought into those great storylines just infuriates the shit out of me. Oh, I didn't even think of that, Lix. Lix says, are we ever going to sponsor Dub Detective Conan to piss off Green? Zurzel says, haha, new day, card isn't blocking super chat yet. Hey, good to have you, pal. We watched some more Red versus Blue, Big Daddy, but they were just, nobody seemed really interested. I watched a bunch of them again, and again, anything I watch for a reaction video, I watch it because I like it. But there's no sense in doing reaction videos to stuff that the bigger part of the community doesn't really care for here. So like I say, you're going to see a lot of familial stuff. And I was especially moved by this whole 24-hour stream and all the support and everything. So I want to do kind of a give back to that. I'm going to be doing more videos just about stuff that maybe I've learned over the years and stuff like that to just share with people and things along those lines. Father Anderson says, joke, what's hairy on the outside and wet on the inside? Yeah, coconut. Zerzul says, favorite RVB quote, timeline? Time does not move in lines, it moves in circles. That's why clocks are round. They have some great characters in RVB. Great characters. I haven't played TF2 in ages, Thriller. I haven't played TF2 in a long time. Barry says, can someone dumb down the anime talk? I'm here for the family and shiny bald heads. Well, that's what I'm hoping to start over at the Goosh. We're going to have like anime primers to try and get people started in anime. And so I'm just hoping to anyway. I think it would be fun to build that kind of community where we let people know right up front we're not interested in toxicity. We want everybody to be there to enjoy anime. If you don't like something, you're more than welcome to express that, but you're not welcome to attack people because they have a different take on a character than do you. And that's where the toxicity comes in. Big Green says, if Conan wasn't already a not Japanese name, they would have changed it too. Okay, I'm done talking about this. For those who don't know, what is it up to now? Detective Conan's got to be past 1,200 episodes, isn't it? Got to be by now, I think. Mr. says, what, you're alive after the 24-hour stream? 24-hour stream? Impossible! You don't like anime at all, Milog? I am, well, you guys know that. I'm so enamored of it. And what we're watching now at the Goose, that monster is just chilling. What great storytelling in that. I am so confused. I think you're supposed to be, but I am so fucking confused by Johan right now. Because you see, even when he's being like Mr. Benevolent Johan and being good guy Johan, the really screwy thing is you don't know. I don't know if that's the good side of his personality being actually good, or if it's the bad side of the personality setting people up. That's a really good show. Stormstar says, I can't afford to get into anime. I get too invested in writing and characters. If I feel like either are going downhill or wrong by writers, I get too emotional. I think Stormstar, then, that feeling, I think that would cross over into anything, you know. When you get really invested into the writing of something, whether it's Western, entertainment, anime. But now, see, I'm with you on that. I understand that. But I have seen less frustrations that way in anime than I did in Western entertainment, certainly in sitcoms and stuff. That happens all the time for me in sitcoms. No one says, how about we combine anime and family like wife reacts to high school DxD? Yeah. I would love to, Zurazul. Can we get a video of the full 24-hour stream for the memories and good times? We'd love to relive that 24 hours from time to time. So would I. And YouTube has made it disappear into the stratosphere. It doesn't exist. It's demonetized, but it doesn't exist. I would love to have it too. Nolan says, Curtis, how many punches was it in total again? 14,400. That's how many pounds I'm going to squat today. Nice. A 14,400 pounds? Yeah, do it. Conan's manga actually still uses the dub names to this day and makes new dub names? Really, Chrome? Oh, Jesus Christ. Wolpaw says, did you watch Naruto on your own time after you stopped reacting to it? Never stopped reacting to Naruto and Shippuden. Naruto and Shippuden we went wire to wire on, Wolpaw. Jacqueline says, hey, if you're a pussy for anime, then you're a pussy for everything. Okay, Lux is right, I am a prick. Razor Tremone says, shit's boring. Well, take more entertaining shits then. I don't know that we can help you with your boring shits. Chrome says, I did go out of my way to find an archive of all 4Kids One Piece episodes and then sponsor an episode. We still have the archive. Oh, it's... and like I say, you grow to love those characters and those situations so much, and then you see what they did to them, and it's like it actually hurts a little bit. It says, "Yeah, I'm always right about everything. Shut up." Yes, YouTube is a bitch, and I think you guys will agree with me. I try and be fair. When YouTube does something right, I say so. It's just like with super chats. Now, I've never complained about 30% of super chats going to YouTube, because to me, that's fair. YouTube is providing the platform. They have a huge amount of overhead for providing this platform. I think a 70-30 split is fair. It wasn't good, to use. That's why the only reason we set up a GoFundMe was because it wasn't a good thing to use for the donation stream, for trying to get help with Nays van. But in general, I don't have an issue with it. But on the same token, that still allows us to call out bullshit when they do bullshit things, and it's just that the bullshit way outweighs the positives by a lot. Father says, Curtis, what's your favorite real TV show? Mine's Xena Warrior Princess. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean by real? Just stuff that came out for broadcast TV? Oh boy, favorite? I don't know. You got to remember that encompasses a lot of time. Like from the time when I was a kid, when TV was your babysitter. Whenever your parents didn't want to deal with you were just sitting in front of the TV. I've watched a lot of TV. I'd have to think that through to have a favorite show. Excuse me. Chrome says, remind me, did we ever show you the 4Kids National Anthem vid with Luffy from One Piece, Sonic the Hedgehog, Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew, and a Ninja Turtle? I don't think so. That sounds awful. Well, as soon as you said 4Kids, it sounded awful, to be fair. Oh, live action, I think he means? Yeah, even then, it'd be tough. I'd have to really sit down and think about that. You got to remember, I've watched a lot of TV. Oh, hell. The episodes of MASH, I watched MASH, in its original run. And then when MASH the series first ended, it went into syndication everywhere on cable. Cable was still relatively new at the time. So you saw MASH reruns you could watch MASH easily 5-6 times a day. I watched it so much because I enjoyed those episodes. I used to be able to have whole episodes that I could do the dialogue with right down the line. Big Green says a bunch of non-American characters singing the American national anthem. Oh, MASH was good, Jack. MASH was phenomenal. It really was. That's another thing. Wolf Paul says you're going to go back to Igotas. If I do, it will probably be at the Gooch because, again, it's just more YouTube fuckery. The reason Igotas stopped was they kept filing copyright claims against me. And I could get them cleared, but it's a pain in the ass. And I would say to YouTube, listen, these companies are abusing it because they file the claim. I file the counterclaim, which says, hey, I'm more than willing to defend this all the way into court if I have to. I'm telling you that what I did is within fair use. They drop the claim, but then YouTube lets them do it again. So the companies are allowed to intentionally try and get you to stop watching something simply by being a nuisance, and that's not fair. Because they have no plans on going through with it, I would assume, because they're afraid that they'll lose, and that by American law we are within our rights. Phil says, have you seen the Big Green / Malaysian English dubs of DBZ? They're hilarious. Let that child alone. I haven't. I haven't, Phil. I can't even imagine let that child alone. Zurazul says, when I was young, my mom would always watch Xena and Hercules. Totally crazy at the time as a kid to see them in each other's shows. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, Zurazul, my wife, as far as celebrity crushes, that Kevin Sorbo from Hercules, oh, yeah. She really had it for him. The only thing I can say about Kevin Sorbo, way better looking and better shape than I was, but I think I'm even aging better than him. The aging has not been kind to him. Rick says, actually, can we do a quick clip stream now and fill it with Jimmy clips and 4Kids? No. Yeah, Chrome says, I heard about this. Hell, Sony copyright striking Nintendo music shows how busted YouTube's copyright is. They're killing channels and stealing money. Sure they are. And it's just getting old. It's getting a lot to deal with. The streams are working, well, as you guys can see, the streams are working out pretty well here because I don't monetize them. So we, you know, any chat streams I don't monetize, gaming ones I do, but we don't monetize these, so I don't have to worry about what I say, and they pretty much leave us alone. So streaming here isn't bad. Making the family videos, stuff like that, they leave me alone. They don't annoy me. But everything else comes with a certain level of annoyance here anymore. Dragon of Hatred said, didn't Disney buy MASH? Would that make Klinger the first Disney princess? Did they? I didn't even know that, Dragon of Hatred. It wouldn't surprise me. Disney's buying every fucking thing, so it wouldn't surprise me. But you're right, yeah. Oh, Corfu Klinger as a Disney princess. Yeah, I'm on board for that. I'll buy the plush of that one at Disney World. No, I still haven't seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, Wolfpaw. I have not. All I've seen is Ikotas. That's it. The abridged. Racer Tremone. Kick Johnny Bravocado out of here. He keeps harassing me. You got zero chance of me kicking Johnny Bravocado out of here. Absolutely. You have less than zero chance. When somebody who I've never seen in here before comes in asking that I kick one of our real regulars who I consider a friend and somebody who's a regular contributor here to all our streams and everything, you got no shot. Dalwar says, King, oh, I haven't been keeping track. Wait, Dragon took it on you, I think, Dalward. Oh, that was he slid right in under you. Because, well, there's a little delay, of course, on the stream. So Downward came in for a King Me, which means, becoming stream boss, as you see here in the middle of the screen. But just before he posted his, Dragon just happened to post his and he took it. Oh. And Downward says, damn it. We've had that happen a couple times where people have gone, for a King Me and somebody inadvertently just slides right in. Chrome says, oh, what the hell? This is too good to save for a vid stream. Take a peek at this. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Let me peek this real quick. New window. What the hell? Oh, okay. Hold on. I got to just change the URL a little bit.
And now,
oh, this is it? Yep.
We'll sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
I can't let it run through the whole thing, Chrome, because, again, we'll get dinged. Although it's got 700,000 views and nobody's messed with it. I hate Luffy's voice coming through like that. Oh, that's the Turtles boss there. I can't think of his name. You can't do it. Oh my god, I hate that Usopp voice. Oh man, that's awful. Yikes. I have yet to see. I certainly don't know the entire history of 4Kids, but I've yet to see anything of theirs that didn't make me cringe and or retch yet. Oh, that's terrible. Stormstar says, I automatically assume Disney owns everything, including everyone's souls, except anyone here. We don't have those. Yeah, fuck souls. We don't need them. Mistra says, I want you to kick Mistra. What a loser she is. I think a guy should kick me. Father Anderson says, Curtis, what do you think of War of the Ring anime? War of Rohirrim? I don't know anything about I don't even know anything about Lord of the Ring, to be honest with you, Father Anderson. I've never seen any of it. Yeah, you're right, Reaper. That was the fun part of MASH. He says, I always loved watching Hawkeye and Honeycutt torture Frank Burns. Yeah. Yep, that was the fun part. It's too bad that Larry Linville played Frank Burns. Here's another one of the TV stars that decided he was too big for TV. He was going to go do his own thing, get movies. Didn't work out, and geez, we lost a really good character early on in that for nothing. Oh, make it stop! Indeed, that was awful. Dragon Matrix says, "I swear I'll pay to be kicked." No, you stay here and suffer with all of us. Phil says another random thing. The "Don't Be Rude" Napa line in DBZA is a reference of a Yu Yu Hakusho video made by Kajito Kun guy who made over 9,000 of it. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Barry says the United States government owns the copyright to the national anthem, and any attempt to make a remix or any other altercations to it is punishable by 15 years jail time and or $50,000 fine. Go get 4Kids then. I hope they go after him. Yeah, that's right, Jack says we have to suffer, so do you. Yeah, there's no cheap way out of here. You're one of us. One of us. Once you become one of us, there's no way out. Dragon Ages is fuck. Prince Zuko says McGregor or Poirier. We were talking about that a little earlier. Prediction wise, I think McGregor. It certainly won't be anything of an upset to me if Poirier wins. But yeah, I feel pretty solidly. I think McGregor. I don't think Poirier will get him with those kicks this time, and I think McGregor will win it. Big Green says this is the worst stream. Jimmy and the 4Kids national anthem. Yeah, Big Green. And on Free For All Friday of all days too, pal. M says 4Kids should have been stopped way before that national anthem rendition. But see, and the thing that gets me too though is even the concept of the 4Kids thing was supposed to make the animes kid friendly. But they went way overboard, didn't they? I mean, to me anyway. They took things so much farther beyond the commonplace stuff we see in Looney Tunes and everything. They just went into complete overkill over it and just turned it into absolute idiocy. Oh, Downward, maybe. King me? Let's see. Let's see when it clears. Susan's... Yes, Downward got King. There you go, pal. You got it. Oh, no. Wait a second. Zeno and Zurazul came in right behind him. Let's see what it does before I read him. We got to see what it does to Downward's lead. Ooh, it didn't credit Zeno's against your lead, Downward, because it came in so fast. Let's see about Zurazul's. Here's her. Sometimes, because the Downward dodged the bullet, the stream boss thing is a little bit broken in that if a super chat comes in too close to the one prior, it doesn't have time to register. Because what should happen is now when anybody but Downward super chats, subscribes like that right there. Simping Stan came in late enough. Now his $5 took those points away from Downward. You dodged the bullet. Wow. Zeno says anime has took over the world in my opinion. Last year I watched 23 animes. I have broke it with 29 watched. This year and next year are still strong. I'm with you, Zeno. That's the majority of what I watch. Well, of course I love sports. So I watch my sports on TV. And for entertainment, I watch anime. And I fucking love it. I just love the way they tell stories. Absolutely love it. Nothing has hit me emotionally as hard and regularly as does anime. Some of the greatest fight scenes, battles I've ever seen are in anime. Everything about it. Zurzel says, I desire to be king. King me, big bald man, so that I may strike down my foe, this hatred-filled dragon. Now a gentle prayer. May the train and our mightiest of foes, Susan, shine in the light of anime boobies. Nami be praised. That was brutal. First Downward got screwed because somebody slid in under him the first time he tried to king. Then he got the ultimate this is like an anime now. This whole this whole battle over the stream boss. Now he got some sort of force field because Zurzel happened to come in just too close to Downlord, and his didn't get credited. Well, basically, that's Susan screwing with all of us. Simping Stan says, after catching up to One Piece, we're voting for the 4Kids One Piece on the goosh. I would cry if you guys ever did that. And Downlord says, behold my kingliness. He just re-strengthened his lead. Oh, you guys are funny. Yeah, I know, Josh. YouTube is something broken. Shocker, isn't it, though? It's too bad, too, because, again, just because of what we built here and the friendships I've made here specifically, I have a special place for YouTube. It really means a lot to me, and it's so sad to see it being operated like this. It really does bother me. It does. Lick says, you know, there was actually a more accurate version of the 4Kids One Piece dub, which took out most of the censorship edits, fixed the cringy writing and voice work, and removed the epic One Piece rap. Really? I didn't know that. Anything has to be better than what I saw. Had to be. That was just horrible. Excuse me. Barry says, Uncle Curtis, Jack is trying to cuck me when I don't have a wife or girlfriend. Can you temporarily date me so he can cuck me and it can be over and done with before I get a girlfriend, please? Sure. We're going out. We're a thing. We're an item. Absolutely. Zurzel says, I got freaking Eisen by Downlord. You did, Zurzel. Eisen. That's a good phrase. I like that. Getting Eisen. Next thing you know, YouTube will make animes. Well, you know what really sucks? I wish, guys, and this is just my opinion. I think a lot of you will agree with me. I wish Google, when they wanted to go into the TV streaming market, hadn't named it YouTube TV. Because I think as soon as they called it YouTube, because that's their baby, they could give two shits about people like me and the YouTube platform. That's their baby. That's what they want to succeed. That's what they've always wanted. So as soon as they hooked the name up as YouTube TV, that means they will not release YouTube. I always had hopes they were going to sell it, because they were bitching and moaning for some time about how it wasn't making the money and blah, blah, blah. And the reason it wasn't making the money is because they don't know how to fucking operate it. Just like with the whole, when the whole Adpocalypse thing happened, that was so avoidable. It's totally on them that they turned that molehill into a mountain. But now we're stuck. You know Google's not letting go of this platform as long as it holds the same name as YouTube TV. Nakomi says the 24-hour stream was a great thing to experience. For those of us who missed it, do you plan on uploading your wife's reaction? I can't upload any of it, pal. I don't have it. You can't have, especially the 24-hour stream. I couldn't have my software also recording the entire video too. I mean, the laptop I was using is fast, not as fast as my desktop. It's fast. As you saw, we had no issues throughout, no matter what we were doing. That's asking a lot of a machine on a 24-hour stream, and I would never have chanced that. What I had wanted to do, I had planned on taking clips of it and stuff and sharing them with you guys. But once YouTube uploads it, I can download the YouTube upload, and that's what I was going to use. And then we find out that YouTube doesn't post them over 24 hours. Yeah. Dragon of Hatred says, now I hope this slides in just right. Alex says, you about to die waiting for the next Hello Boss episode like me? Yeah, I do like Hello Boss a lot. But again, it's got Brandon involved. I knew I would. Yeah. Yes, I am anxious for more Hello Boss. Absolutely, pal. That, now, stuff like that, again, we're going to, you know, even if we do move to more family stuff here, and I'm going to make videos explaining to people, trying to encourage more people, if they can, to join us at the Goosh for things. But stuff like that will stay here, because that's where we started it. That's where we'll do it. And we'll still do reaction videos here, but I'm going to be very selective about them. As you guys have seen, even the reaction videos, a lot of them don't do well here anymore. It's not you guys' fault. Susan will not send out notifications. I ask people all the time. I find out what they've got notifications on, what they haven't. She just doesn't send them. Our our channel fell into disfavor with the powers that be. I told you guys a little over a year ago when it happened, and we're the bad kids, and that's all there is to it. Delaware says you thought you'd hit me, but I happen to be really flexible, and Delaware just strengthened his lead. Big Green, does this mean I have to be family friendly? I would die. No, absolutely not. The streams will not change. The videos that are going to be of the family, still, you guys know me. I tried it during the 24-hour stream. I can't control myself and be entirely family friendly anyway, nor will I try. Especially I'm going to post videos of me working on that ceiling in the kitchen and stuff. You can bet I'm going to be swearing and cursing and wishing death on the producers of whatever material I'm working with that isn't working right for me. And no, not at all. And the streams are not going to change in their nature. We're still going to have joke streams. Free for All Friday will still be the same. It'll just, people will have to make that delineation. If people come here to watch the family videos and stuff like that, they have to understand that the streams are not reflective of the video content in those. And then Edgar says, Curtis, you're live. I missed your wife's reaction. Well, again, I wish I could replay it for you guys. Basically, it was just my wife came in and unfortunately had been tipped off. But she came in at the end with Nay, and we all got to say goodbye together with Nay in there. But it's all gone. I would have liked to have had the video of the final 100 punches I threw, because those of you that were there, I threw with as much force as I could at that time, and I would have been interested to see how pathetic those punches really were, because I can't even tell you guys, and I wouldn't say it during the stream. I don't see like I'm being a bitch or crying about it. The pain in my hands and in my left shoulder was so unbelievable by that last 100, and I was bound and determined I was going to get some left hooks up to the head, and the only way I could do it, because my arm wouldn't raise that high, was to throw my hip into it, so basically the inertia, the force, would lift my left arm high enough to throw the hooks, and I wanted to see how bad and stupid it all looked on camera, and even I can't see it now. Zeno says, I'm nearly done a rewatch of Your Lie in April. Oh, such a good show. 2 more episodes left. I knew it was good, but I forgot how brilliant the storytelling and fun parts it had. Yep. And to her credit, my wife did watch that with me, and she loved it. That was great. And she really liked, Violet Evergarden, too. Violet Evergarden is clearly up in my ultimate list, my elite list. She is one of my all-time favorite characters, easily. Dragon of Hatred says, don't make me pull out some Amaterasu or something. M says, I remember her coming in, but I don't recall you telling her the amount and her reaction to it. No, because she had, like I say, somehow she had gotten word earlier on, or she had stumbled upon the GoFundMe, so it kind of ruined any surprise that there was going to be. So at the end, it was basically just Nay coming in to say goodbye with us. Jack says, this is the stream of cuck. Rosa, back to the football topic. The next World Cup will be really sad. Messi, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic. Noor, I don't know. Noor, I'm sure I'm saying the name wrong. And other legends are playing their last World Cup then. At least Kevin De Bruyne won't retire yet. See, I know the first 3 names. I don't even know the other 2, but I follow it very. Basically, what I know of football, soccer, is what I catch. I watch a lot of sports shows just for highlights and stuff, and I certainly don't turn it off when soccer comes on. It's not like I dislike soccer, so I see it there, but that's all I really know of it. Let's see. It was. Oh, Chrome says it was Facebook. I think Spaz Kid said someone posted there. Yeah, I think you're right, Chrome. I think he did say that. I think he did. Oh no. Downward's timing is freaking impeccable. He did it again. Downward came in. He said, you may refer to me as Hot Tart Badlands, to strengthen his lead, and he did it right in front of Zeno. So Susan didn't count Zeno's when he said might as well dethrone. Oh, damn, Zeno, that was Dowlord's got a sixth sense going here or something. We need to get the lottery numbers from Dowlord. He's been doing that all stream. Yeah, Big Green says you keep cucking each other. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But Dowlord's spot on with his timing. He should have been dethroned a couple times and he's still there. Cheap Jump Scare says Dowlord be cheesing. Drunken Cannon says, would you rather have Andre the Giant do a body splash on you on a hard floor where we won't protect you, or have Randy Savage stuff Slim Jim down your urethra? Well, I had Drunken Cannon. Do you remember Hillbilly Cousin Luke? His real name is Gene. He was the biggest of that Hillbilly crew they had back then. And I had him do a splash on me. And I'm gonna say it. I don't believe I'm shitting on him, because I think if he were still alive, he would agree with me that this was the case. The fat bastard couldn't catch himself anymore. I mean, he had gotten older, he'd gotten bigger, so he'd go into the ropes and he'd just kind of fall over, and he couldn't get his knees or his hands down to try and help break the fall. So he would just annihilate you. Yeah, that was not fun. This is going to be interesting to see. Dowlord extended his lead. My rule will not be interrupted. Zeno might have come in. Did they already credit yours, Zeno? Zeno Gaines did it. You were far enough behind him. Zeno Gaines got him. He said dethrone. But that was close. Dowlord was this close to doing it again. Dowlord's got a hell of a sixth sense working there. Demon of Hatred says, I claim to be Emperor Cuck. Sorry, I'll stop now. Niall says, if England wins the Euros, no one will hear the end of it. It's funny how, well, you guys know this. Even when America is decent, like, again, the men's team was years ago, the women's team still is, it just never really takes off here. And I mean, I'll even watch. I'm not a fan of the sport per se, but I'll watch when the and in fairness, World Cup stuff like that, I say I only get highlights, but when it's the World Cup or something, if it's on, I'll if I'm scrolling channels or something, or even have it on as background noise as I'm working, I'll watch that. I don't have enough interest to go into, the leagues and everything, but during the World Cup, I'll watch. And they are phenomenal athletes. I know there is no point in my life where my ass could have run that field at the rate that those guys do for that many minutes. Chrome says, just sing Song of the South? Well, while tiling, I'm sure they'd have no issue with an old man singing a classic Disney song from a historic film. Yeah. That's my plan anyway, is to do stuff like that. And again, we'll have a lot of family videos coming up, because I'm going to keep you guys posted on all the details of the van. Again, it'll be a few days, because now I have to have the GoFundMe stuff get into my account so I can give you an accurate count of what we got, because by closing that GoFundMe, I didn't realize I closed off my access to even seeing the numbers, which is kind of stupid. And I will have, well, we've got a good hand on now. I just read it off to you guys. For those who just came in, we just checked, and the Super Chats after Susan took her substantial cut, the Super Chats came to, what did I say, guys? 1350, 1360, something like that. Dowlord says, this isn't even my final form, and he's all by himself. He's got to take over. Yeah, he did. He did. This isn't even my final form. That's pretty good. U.S. men's national football team right now is quite decent, especially with Pulisic leading the team. Are they actually, Code? Because, again, I don't follow it close, so I'm not a good person to ask. I know last I had seen, it was a while ago, though. It was a couple months ago, maybe more. They had unexpectedly, all I remember, I don't even remember who. I just remember the commentators on ESPN or whatever sports channel I was watching being disappointed in a loss they had. That's the last thing I remember. Yarborough says, when talking sports, I got to say I was disappointed when I found out competitive skeet shooting was not what I thought it was. I'll bet you if we search that on X videos or something, though, I'll bet you it will be. Let's see. He's got another 1,000 from this stream. Father Anderson says, "Yeah, well, this stream has been the last half has been a battle of the stream boss. Downward, I gotta give Downward credit though. He had a couple of really significant soothsayer moments there. Pulisic is pretty good. He led Chelsea to win the Champions League. Oh, that's cool. Well, like I say, guys, I see there's more talk about the van. We should have. I just got done talking with her on the phone. We should have the van taken away. I always say should have because I'm always concerned something. It's not just my life. We all go through this. You never count on something until it's a done deal because there's so many things that can go wrong. Like, for instance, I happen to know basically what the payoff was on my van because I have an online account. But it's never exactly accurate. I have been calling for 2 days. The finance company has not picked up, and they have not returned my call when I leave messages asking them to give me that payout balance. It's just amazing the way companies run anymore. I'm stunned. I've never seen anything like they will not pick up the phone. They don't answer their phone anymore. They let everything go to messages, and they get back to them when they want to. There are so many. Obviously, I won't be ever be doing business with them again. So many shit companies in America right now. Big Green says, I got to be honest, I give no shits about football. Neither of the sports that call themselves that. Dragon Hatred says, this is the best chat ever. Guys, you know how much I love. Oh, the chats are, man, this is my nirvana, hanging out doing this stuff. Oh, I do have to go though now. Yep, it's almost 3:15. Guys, thank you for the stream. Apologies again for titling it as a video clip stream, but I should know better on Free For All Friday. I know we're going to get wrapped up in conversation, so I shouldn't have done that. But we will. Oh, Ed's going to take it with a final flash, and nobody slid in front of him. Look at, he's got the little king. He's got the little king icon in there. And the thing is, because I use the same software, so whoever ends as Stream Boss picks up on the next one as Stream Boss. So the only way download could have been saved there would if I would have clicked end stream really quick. Wait, I think Susan's not going to just ignore you, is she? Oh, I thought Susan was just going to ignore Ed altogether. That would have been the ultimate. Oh, man. Ed would have been hunting her down. We'd have read about him in the papers. Oh, I'm going to provide the sticky stuff, Em. No question about it. And it's going to be good. This sticky stuff encompasses a 24-hour live stream. You're not going to see fermented sticky stuff like this again probably ever because we have not done sticky stuff since then. It's all there brewing. Zeno says, bye, this is my final one. I ain't spending any more money. I don't blame you, Zeno. I don't blame you at all, pal. At least he's going to put a ding in Ed's lead before we go. Guys, thank you for this. I appreciate the stream. I love our Free For All Fridays. Again, apologies for titling it incorrectly, but I knew we'd get chatting. Coming up on streams, we will have a joke stream coming up, and I really want to get back to playing some more Resident Evil Village, so that'll be coming up too, as well as the usual and an actual video clip stream. Dragon of Hatred says, dude, I can't send more. I swear down, I'll see you in the remake. Cuck diarrhea here, Curtis. I can't help it. You guys are funny. Thank you guys for all the laughs, for all the fun, as always. And more important than anything else, all the friendship. And yes, I am going to reward that now. This is not only Free For All Friday sticky stuff, it's infused with the 24-hour live stream sticky stuff. There have only been 2 of those in the history of this channel, and only one that was legitimately 24 hours by me, because the first one, Spaz Kid, took a several-hour shift while I took a snooze. First and only, this is unique sticky stuff. The only time ever in the history of this channel you've had sticky stuff that is not only Free For All Friday, but infused with a 24-hour live stream. Get those officially licensed sticky stuff fanny packs out. You're going to want to save this. If you sell it on eBay, I completely understand. It's got to be huge. It's got to be worth more than a Mickey Mantle rookie card, I'm positive. Pamfu, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you, sticky stuff for you. It even feels special coming out. Sticky stuff for you. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and oh, yeah, 24 hours a day. Goose, 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 goose. Goose.